Alright. Now I know as of late I've been saying things have been quite out of routine, although I would have to say that today definitely takes the cake in that regard. Today has not not gone remotely to plan. I mean, first it started with getting a bad night's sleep. My fiance, her alarm clock, let's just call it that, for lack of a better term, it's this smart alarm clock which has this kind of light that changes colors and emits certain tones to slowly wake you up. But once it wakes you up, there's no getting back to sleep. So it woke me up, it didn't wake her up. I attempted to wake her up a few times and then get her to stop it to basically go back to sleep and get my full night's worth of sleep. But she wasn't responding, so I ended up packing up and going to the spare room, trying to squeeze in the last couple of hours of sleep in there. And then the kittens came and woke me up half an hour into that. So rough night's sleep, followed by me stupidly booking an appointment in the city at 9 a.m, which is basically guaranteed to have you hitting peak hour traffic. So 9 a.m. appointment in the city, which meant that I couldn't do my morning walk, or at least the full extent of it. I had to cut it short. So I'm behind on steps today. I haven't trained yet. I'm sleep deprived. I just had my first meal right before coming here, and it is currently 2:20 in the afternoon. I just did 30 minutes of walking because I felt bloated after that first meal that I had. So yeah, just to help digest that meal and get that moving along in the gastrointestinal tract. But now it's time to finally hit legs. I almost actually contemplated not doing legs today. Almost bitched out, and I almost did cardio instead and said to myself, I'll just train legs tomorrow. But I managed to talk myself out of that nonsense, and so here we are. So a warm up with the adductors and then get straight into it. I did get dropped off at the gym today though. I didn't drive here, and so I am on a very tight schedule. I've got a total of 1 hour to train, so hopefully I can get through it all. I've got to get through legs and then biceps at the end, so let's get this going. Definitely a 2 warm-up set kind of day, so I'll do another warm-up set just at the full stack and then throw the gym pin in and do the first working set. Okay. I believe I got 12 reps on this last week, so I'm aiming for 12 and then 11 hopefully, because it was 12 and 10 last week. 12 is the top end of the rep range, so I don't want to go any higher on that first set, but I want to slowly work that second set to 12 reps, and once I hit 2 sets of 12, that's where I drop the reps back, or not drop the reps back, I just increase the load and then hit however many reps I can get. And that essentially is double progression. That's what's known as a double progression model. So you have a rep range, you start at the bottom of the designated rep range, slowly work your way up. Once you cap that rep range out, slap a little bit of extra weight on, and then rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Just find a good song, and then it'll be time to go. Time to get after it. This will do. Definitely going to need a solid rest before that second set. Whew. Okay. 2 warm-up sets deep. 1 more warm-up set, I think, at roughly the full stack before I go full stack plus 22 pounds. But that's one thing I've definitely noticed on leg extensions. 1, they feel a lot better and I get much better performance warming up more. But 2, because I am moving so much weight now on the leg extension, I do need additional warm-up sets, because if I don't, I just mess my shit up, essentially. What did we get last week? Oh, it was stack plus 5 last week. Oh well, I've already put 10 on, 10 kilo, 22 pound. I'll just have to see how many I get for this. It's probably not going to be that much. It'll probably be, I got 13, 12, 12 last week with the stack plus 5 kilo or 11 pounds. So going 22 pounds instead of 11 pounds on top of the stack. I think I should get at least 8 reps, we'll see. If I don't get at least 8, I'll back it off for the remaining sets. Okay. Whew. 10 reps, not too bad, not too bad. Whew. Whew. I got 1 more rep on that set. I'm not too sure if I can count that first working set now. I might have to treat that as working set number 1 and the one before it a warm-up set. We'll see. Oh. Not quite locked up, but close enough. Honestly, like anything, I got 7 and 7 last week, and the week before I got 9 and 7. I only got 8 on that first set. Like, okay. So 7 or more, I'll be happy with. Yeah.
Any pauses, anything like that?
No, I'll try to do continuous, but I might like rest pause if I'm going to go for an extra rep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Let's go. 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 5. Up. 6. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. 7.
Oh, leave it there.
You so had one more.
Really?
I reckon.
But rest pause, I'd have to rest pause, eh? Now, I finally found where the heavier dumbbells are hiding. I've always wondered, where these hex dumbbells are located in the gym, because the dumbbell rack up near the mirror at the front of the gym only has the typical cylindrical dumbbells or the round dumbbells. But they were hiding in the group fitness room, so I finally found a heavier weight to do on these, which is good, because 35 was too light. Glute extensions on the 45-degree hyper bench. If you are remotely strong, and I mean if you can Romanian deadlift at least 2 plates per side for reps, or preferably 3 plates per side for reps, because I mean I RDL'd 2 plates per side for reps the second time I trained in the gym at 57 kilos body weight. But if you're remotely strong, if you're doing glute extensions on the 45-degree hyper, you should not be using a 20 kilo plate. You should not be using a 15 kilo kettlebell. You should be hauling some serious weight on this. And in order to do that, using a resistance band like this is very invaluable. And I've gone over this in the past, but it just allows you to prevent your grip from being the rate limiting factor, and rather your actual glutes and hamstrings being the rate limiting factor, being that that's what we're trying to train here. One more warm-up set. One more, I think. Much higher. See if the seat goes a notch higher. Yes, it does. That's what we're talking about. Because realistically, if you want to match a machine like this with the force curve of your biceps and get the most out of it, you want the point of movement, or the pivot point of the machine, to be below the pivot point of your elbow. That'll make the bottom end of the movement, or the lengthened position, more challenging. And the biceps does respond better to training it in longer muscle lengths. So it makes sense if you want to get the absolute most out of a machine that is built like this. There are different variants of it from brand to brand, but if you want to get the most out of a seated machine curl like this one, then that's the best way to go about it. So go 50 for the final warm-up set. Final back off set. Then I'm going to have to burn some time on the treadmill doing some steps because Michaela is in a meeting at the moment, so I'll probably be here for another 20 minutes. All right.